Hello. Oh, now it's adding two and feet. Hello. Okay. That took a little bit. Sorry for the delay. Okay. All right. This is a new system I'm attempting. Um, it's called StreamYard, and I've never done this before. So we're all going to learn together. That was an interesting moment talking to the people who run StreamYard. Okay, how's everyone this Halloween? I'm gonna need to adjust these settings. Okay. I want to give a shout out to my parents for taking my little girl out and about trick or treating, and hoping my eldest is at a party actually having fun. Yay! So, hopefully, we can get on with our day. All right. That just messed with me. Okay. So, first up, we are going to go one story at a time. I don't know if it allows me to do it the way I want. Because the moment I clicked off before, it didn't like it. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. It's not gonna let me. Okay. It didn't work anything like my little girl said that this would. Okay. We're 17 minutes in and I haven't done any news yet. Okay. So, I'm going to have to open a second part of a window, just working out how that's going to work. Okay. Oh, totally closed it. Oops. Okay. It's not going to work. Oh, it's not going to let me show what I need. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to. I don't know how to do this. Uh, my daughter said I should just be able to flick it over, but it's not working the way that she said. Okay. We're going to get through this. Why don't we go that way and then see if that works? Okay, here we go. Now we can do the whole share screen and we'll flick it over to that one. Okay, first story I've got for you is on Gladys Berejiklian. Um, this is super interesting. So this week had ICAC. Now, if you didn't see it, my gosh, you missed something amazing. First up, I've got something else I want to show you. Listen to this audio. It is amazing. Someone sent it to me online. I think it's amazing. Okay. Thank you to the people who showed me that. Oh, there's an echo. In finding that video, someone sent it to me online, and I'm like, perfect. This is exactly what we need. Um, this week ICAX showed something amazing. I think that we all got to see Gladys at her worst. I'm not sure if even the media can cover up how bad this looked. Um, and I'm not sure if we can even pretend anymore that the media isn't doing exactly that. There was Channel 9 doing this weird three people standing at the front of her office, crying for Gladys. Like that was the whole of Sydney. Like three people represented like 5 million or so New South Wales people. That's interesting. Uh, Now there's more on Gladys. Okay, I don't know how much you guys can see. I'm going to shout out to my very special friend to ask if she can see my screen. Okay, just so she can see the article that I'm putting up. Okay, because I want to know if this actually works. Okay. Gladys Berejiklian doubled down on the claims a secret relationship was not sufficient enough to declare. Look, I read somewhere that she oh, one second, guys. Oh, mm, okay. I don't know why this stuff is so clunky. I actually went out and tried to figure out a streaming service that would actually do all the things I wanted. Okay. So I'm not into the whole gossipy who she sleeps with or whatever. While I'm setting this up, I need you to understand. Oh, hmm, one sec, sorry, people. Okay, think I'm slowly getting this. So, this is where we're at. Gladys can have all the relationships that she wants. That doesn't bother me. What's bothering me is that this relationship also involved her career. So, as I set this up, remember she ignored blatant corruption to have a partner. Now, some of the men do this too. If you remember Barnaby and a few others, they sleep with staffers, they do sort of weird things and pretend like they're on the moral high ground. Okay. Okay. So, what I'm about to play makes it sound like almost like there's a double standard between the men and the women and them having relationships. Not to me. I think what Barnaby did was terrible. What he did to his wife and his children, and calling one of his children a grey area of paternity. So, let's hear what she had to say. Ah, of course they got ads. Because Channel 9. So keep in mind, she quite literally has a police escort. And right off the bat, they're like, she shouldn't need this. I believe she does. Um, as unpopular as what she is, I'm going to be really contentious and say, mm, I think she should have had the security and everything that comes with it. Um, I'm hoping that my friend pops up. I need a better chair. Someone remind me to buy one. Okay, I'm going to keep playing this video.
justified in his evidence?
I had those feelings, but I was never assured of a level of commitment which, in my mind, would have required me to introduce him to my parents or introduce him to my sisters.
She agreed they talked about
Or I'm going to go back a little, but she didn't introduce them to anyone. She did all this crummy stuff for this dude. And she's like, no, I didn't take this seriously. I just thought that wasn't worth showing my mum. Oh my god, if I pulled a stunt like that, my god, my mother would kill me. Speaking of that, I want to make sure that she knows I'm here. Um, Not being rude to people, but when you got a little girl out and about, you need to tell your parents, hey, thank you for taking care of tiny people. Um, okay. Okay. Just doing the checking. Okay. Now listen to this. It's almost like she's like, no, no. You're about to hear her say it. I wanted to marry the dude. Yeah, she was pretty serious about it, but not serious enough to show her family. But serious enough to do crummy things with. Well, at least ignore the crummy things.
She agreed they talked about marriage and a child, and it was serious enough for Maguire to have a key to her home. Did you ever ask for that key back?
A key to her house? That's incredible. That's beautiful.
No.
Take it and change your locks since giving the key to Mr.
Woo! She changed her locks. Oh, that would be interesting. I'd love to see how that little message took place. I shouldn't revel in this. This is sad. It's her personal life.
You didn't change those locks, though, until last year, is that right?
Correct.
Radisborough-Jiglian refused to bet, standing by the claim her relationship with Maguire was a fling, so she wasn't bound to disclose it. Did you regard Mr. Maguire as part of your family?
Not in the legal sense, no.
But ICAC rolled out a text message. Maguire tells her lover, I am your biggest supporter. Got your back, go and do your job. The former Premier responding, but you are my family. Did you or did you not regard Mr. Maguire as part of your family as at the 12th of April 2018?
I didn't regard him as a member of my family in the same way that I regard my parents or my sisters. I regarded him as part of my life circle, part of people that I strongly cared for.
And Mr. Maguire was of no different status to any of your other friends, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Under pressure, she seemed to duck and weep, and the Commissioner wasn't impressed.
I don't think a day went by in public life.
Could I ask you to just answer Mr. Morris's
Certainly.
questions and not make speeches?
All of them had my ear to an extent.
Ms. Berejiklian, I don't think you're repeating the message.
Firstly, I don't accept that it's urgent.
I was asking a question.
Ms. Berejiklian, please listen to the question and answer the question as it was.
But what she was clear about, there was no special treatment for her boyfriend.
I don't know if anyone else can hear that. It's a weird ticking sound. One sec. Says I'm trying to get a friend up. Okay. No audio or video. It would be good to have her. Device not connected. It did this to me too. That's what took so long and hopping up. I hope she can figure that out. Do a test. Um, yeah, the audio's a little bit funny on this, a little bit clunky.
And then ICAC moved from text messages to a phone tap, where Bushy Maguire demanded money for Wagga Base Hospital.
We better make sure that there's money, otherwise there's going to be a riot. I'll just a quick riot. I'll fix that. That's all about these people. I'm right. I'll fix that.
That's Berejiklian telling her boyfriend she will find the hundreds of millions of dollars, dragging the then treasurer, Dominic Perrottet, into the scam.
Just take the doll and I'll get the one for you.
So now she's involved, the new premier. Now he has issues all of his own. I'm hoping that this scandal also takes him out too, because he's not equipped to take on New South Wales. New South Wales is a wonder state, and its environmental protections and everything have been diminished greatly underneath this LNP. And I believe it should take out the treasurer that will then treasure Dom Perrott as well. Okay. Uh, One sec, I'm going to contact. Uh, I don't know if that. No, I didn't. Okay. I'm trying to look up to add someone. Okay. One sec. Okay. I'm hopefully gonna figure it out. Okay. Well, that's not what I want. Arms. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how to make my friend up. Okay. I'm hoping that. Why won't it let her? Think okay. Mm, I don't know. Okay. All right. Here we go. Yeah, Boston. Oh, yes. Okay, let's close down the other one. Okay. Well, okay. So let's play more.
Whatever it is, 170. I said, I think it's around 140. I said, just put it in. He's putting it in, whatever it is. Okay?
But Maguire wanted more cash. This time, the health minister, Brad Hazard, gets a mention.
Anyway, you need to find at least 500,000 or $1 million to keep the human planning going.
Can you text Brad?
I have no problem with Gladys Berejiklian um, doing what? Oh, am I off? Oh, jeez. I think I think I. Okay. I think I accidentally hopped off. Okay. Okay. So where were we at? Okay. So we were doing the Gladius talk. Is it this one or the other one? No, it was the other one. And then she goes into some weird thing. I think I accidentally closed everything down. Oh, ads again. What is going on? It keeps. Okay. It keeps. Oh, I get it now. I need to share screen. Okay. Okay. No, it's not doing what I want. Oh my gosh. Tonight is going horribly. Okay. It's gonna play that. I don't know. It's not. Okay. Kathy. It's the I don't want to know sort of attitude. I have an echo now. Nothing is going on. It's the I don't want to know. And I don't want anything to get better. And I really, really think we're at a low point. We're in our politics where this is the new norm. Can everyone else hear that echo? Okay. Yes. I need help. Hmm. Okay, let's move on. We've been nearly an hour, and I've only just worked out part of the. This echo is going to drive me crazy. Okay.
Maguire spilling the beans on ICAC while ICAC was listening in.
They could probably actually listen to any calls that were being made between.
They knew. They knew exactly what was happening. And I'm not even sure that they cared. I think they thought that they were liberals, so it just wouldn't have mattered. And I think that that's the worst part about all of this. Now, what happened to the old liberal ideology of if you have nothing to hide, it should be all good? This means that they knew what they were doing, in my opinion. And it just gets worse and worse.
The then Premier admitting she had questions over her boyfriend's business associates.
Everyone's dodgy. You don't know.
I've always put the interests of the public first and foremost.
Something the corruption
Everyone's dodgy. That's how she considered it. Everyone's dodgy. So, this is going to be something that's going to come out. What did they know and when did they know it? I don't think this can be just swept underneath the rug. This is really going to expose her red raw. I think the most appalling thing about what she did here is that she's trying to use it as saying, you're really just attacking my love life.
will ultimately decide. Chris O'Keefe, Nine News.
Let's go now to a statement of Ms Daniels and the Commissioner. There's an intense grilling.
That wasn't intense. I was asking her basic facts. I don't think 9 years knows what an intense grilling is. This came from the same people who were saying things like, oh, she's such a beloved premier with 3 people at the front of her office. No, absolutely not. I just don't think that we thought this one through in having her as the premier at all. All right, the next one is amazing. Just when you thought everything wasn't really messy, the next story talking about Angus Taylor. Now, I heard about this interview and I heard that it didn't do too well. Let's see.
Thanks for being with us, Minister.
That's a pleasure, Lee.
How is this an ambitious plan when none of the policies in it are new, when it's not legislated, and when there are no short-term benchmarks against which to measure progress?
Well, Lee, we've been developing policies to support this plan for several years, whether it was the King Review, the Technology Investment Roadmap we put out in September last year, the reforms to the Clean Energy Finance Corporation, the refunding of ARENA, the reforms to the Clean Energy Regulator, and so on. And the point about this plan,
All of them mean nothing. It was all just a way of saying, look, I did a great energy deal. None of this means anything. This coming from the guy who contaminated a wetlands area. Look it up, Jamland. It's disgusting. It's an utterly reprehensible thing to do. And he's never been held to account. The same guy who forged documents to discredit Clover Moore. This is not a man that I would take any advice from. He also would probably have stocks in mining somewhere. Pretty sure I read that, but don't quote me.
announcing over several years now with $20 billion of funding focused on a technology portfolio that can bring down emissions across our entire economy. That
Who believes that he intends to bring down emissions? Just who is with me on that? I just want someone to physically say to me, hey, yeah, that's a believable story. Um, I'm just wondering why anyone thinks he has any credibility when it comes to any of this stuff. I just don't think he's got it. But prove me wrong. Clean up the mess that you made it, trying to do that whole jam land thing. Don't let the Nationals set the agenda for the climate when 21 of 25 Nationals have ties to mining. When your best mate is Matt Canavan pretending to be a miner. Are you serious? We're having a real debate about this. Nah, dude. Don't take you seriously.
That those policies will get us within range of net zero by 2050.
So what you
And that puts us in a
confirming,
position.
Minister, what you're confirming there is that there's nothing new in it. So Australia's going to be going to Glasgow saying we're not doing anything extra or new.
We've been doing much new in recent time.
Leah Sales just caught him. Watch if he names something new.
When all of those things I've just announced, the reform through the King Review, the changes to the emissions.
Again, she just proved that all of that meant nothing. It wasn't worth the paper it was written on.
Reduction fund, the changes to the way the Climate Solution Fund and credits have been created, the broadening out to soil carbon, the carbon capture and storage, the very significant investments we're making through ARENA and the CFC and a range of technologies, $1.1 billion to hydrogen, $500 million.
Does anyone remember the Great Barrier Reef Fund? People who never even asked for that money received it, and no one knows what happened to it. It was in fact said that that money should be clawed back. We're not really sure if they're even credible to people who got it. I won't be lectured by these people about the climate. Absolutely not.
More than $500 million in technology partnerships. Look, Lee, it's a long list of reforms and initiatives that we have announced in recent months. And the point about this plan is it tells us that by investing in that portfolio of technologies that can create jobs for Australians, that can bring down.
Can he name a job? Go on, Mr. Taylor. Tell us a job that you had. You know, I'd be interested. Okay. Unplug my audio. Nope, that made it worse. Hello. Alright, I think the echo's gone. Now, this is an incredible thing that these liberals do. They always pretend like their newest thing is pretending like they've got this brand new policy that they threw money at. Really, it's just something that they hand to their buddies and then pretend like they've done something great.
Strengthen our traditional industries like agriculture, manufacturing and resources. That plan, built on those policies that we've been announcing over a long period of time, is compelling, is clear, and is unique in the sense that very few countries in the world have actually laid out a pathway to net zero by 2050.
Minister, you're not legislating any of this. How can business have any certainty, the kind of certainty it needs for investment in new technology without legislation? Because you have change of personalities at the top, and suddenly the policies change, as we've seen happen with 3 different prime ministers in this coalition government.
Well, Lee,
She just pointed out that we've had 3 different prime ministers during this government alone. And then he does this, well, Lee, as if she's asking a rhetorical question. No, she asks a real question, and 100 to 1 he won't answer it properly. The Kyoto targets. No. The Kyoto targets was cheating. This stuff isn't even hard. We know that they used it to cheat, and if they want to pretend like they didn't, they're lying. Oh, I can still hear that bloody echo, and it's driving me crazy. Audio. Okay, is that any better? Okay. See if it doesn't when I click on the video again.
Okay, can I pick up on that? No, I should say, by the way, just to finish the point I was making, the 2030 targets, we're on track to meet those, and we haven't been slapped those on. But let's be clear, the goal here is net zero. This is a...
What a disappointment. One, I haven't fixed the echo. And two, he's lying. The goal here is net zero. Oh, this audio is gonna just drive me bonkers. Audio. I didn't do this last week. Okay. Hoping that stopped it. Playing with settings isn't really my thing. Normally I get one of my kids to fiddle around with something. Don't let me show my age too much on that one. Okay. I can't hear the echo now. We'll see what happens when I click the video again. He's wrong. He's not just wrong a little, he's wrong a lot. You don't have to cut out everything for net zero. You just have to find cleaner ways of doing stuff. And of course he knows that. Do you know that mining giants are now physically getting electric vehicles to power their plants? He knows that. With all the talk of the last election, they were saying things like, you couldn't power your ute with enough power with electric. It was all lies. Big mining giants are already doing it. And he knows it. So I don't know why anyone buys his rubbish. No, I'm not asking you to wipe them out. I'm not asking you to kill off anything. I'm asking you to just reduce the mess. I would like to move from mining to a clean energy project. You can hire the same people, teach them clean energy. It's not difficult. Other OECD nations do this. Many European countries are already leaning that way. It's disappointing. We deserve better. Oh, see. Oh, so he's basically saying that jobs market goes away if you do something that addresses climate change. That is a blatant lie. Go get him, Liam. I bet you his response is awful. Tell me you didn't want to jump up and then go, you go, Leah, you tell him. And then the pittance of an answer that they give, it's so bad. It is so bad. Yeah, no, he's not going to address the issue that countries with higher population produce less emissions. Of course, he's not going to face that. Why would I expect that? Ridiculous. He knows he's wrong. He's now dug a hole so big that not even a fake good job, Angus, well done will cover it. Not even one of his fakies can overdo this one. Let's address that. Angus, no. She just showed you a clear graph. I know readings for big boys. But that showed that bigger populations, less emissions. Let's keep on track here, buddy. Where did she show China or India? Or the United States? I haven't looked at any of these figures up, but I can bet you they're probably doing better than us. But you have to remember, a lot of these countries have like millions and millions and more people. I think the United States is like 350 million people. We're at like 26 million. So for him to even like go, oh yeah, same, he's so full of it.
If Australia's performance is so extraordinary, how do you explain that our chief allies, the UK and the US, have been calling on Australia to do more?
Looking forward, they want us to commit to net zero by 2050, and we've done it. And I point out that
No. Again, this is why they didn't let you talk. Do you remember at the other climate summit? They were like, no, you don't even get a mic, buddy. Why? Because we don't have the targets. We're cheating on the Kyoto targets. And he knows it. And he knows he's lying. Boris Johnson. You credit yourself with something great from Boris Johnson. Absolutely not. While he does have a more ambitious look at tackling climate change, let's just be absolutely clear. I wouldn't take. They called Boris Johnson the other Trump with Bolsonaro and a few others. That's shameful. I hope Lee calls on it. You hear that? A plan. There's a plan. Is it in that 129-page booklet that had nothing in it? It had just what we sort of done and what he sort of wants to do. No costings or anything. I mean, if Labor introduced something, we'd all be asking, what's it going to cost? But Liberals say it, and we're all like, no, we're not going to ask any valid questions. Go, Leah! Oh, I think I went too far. No. The question was, what dirty deal did you do? Come on, buddy. You know you did one. Which one did you promise Barnaby? Come on, that dude faked text. He claimed that he was sending 800-word texts. Fun fact, you can't actually send 800-word texts. I think it's like $6.99 or something. So he lied. Of course he did. Which means he got paid something like 600 million to do nothing. 600,000.
But as I say, they get it when it goes through cabinet, gets approved.
Yeah, no. Even if it goes through cabinet, we won't know the dodgy deal they did. It's like when Jackie Lambie did that dodgy deal on the healthy welfare card. You know that crap thing that they're trying to push pensioners on where Forrest Twiggy's making all that money? We still don't know what deal was done. They're liars.
Had this debate for a long while, and I'm sure you've been involved with it about coalition agreements. It's an old chestnut. When policies get approved by cabinet, they get announced.
It's an old chestnut. It's just an old chestnut to him. We can't ask.
They've got to go through cabinet. They've got to go through the normal process. That's our Westminster system. And of course, the one thing that your viewers can be assured of is that we're focused on making sure we bring down emissions and strengthening our economy at the same time, strengthening our regions, strengthening our traditional industries of agriculture, manufacturing, and mining. To deliver that emission reduction outcome that we have achieved in the past and we can be very proud of. Thanks.
Now, we didn't get much from good old Angus Taylor. It was a load of bunkers. If anyone believes that that was a policy outline or that you learned anything new, I'm here to sell you a breach. No one learned anything new from that. That's just sad. Okay. So now we're at the point where I really, really want to say that we're getting somewhere. But we haven't. And the reason that we haven't gotten anywhere is because we've got these incompetent idiots running around pretending like they know what they're doing. Oh, no, I did it again. Oh, damn. Hello. So, here is another story that angers me a lot. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't think it's up here. Okay. All right. Here's where we're at. This was written in 2020. Now, let's be clear. Wait a minute. Just want to check that this was up on my thing, on my notes. Mm. Okay. I was wrong about the number before. I don't know how many of you can see this, but and when I spoke about the water deal, when he was Minister for Water, Barnaby Joyce approved $80 million water buyback from properties owned in the Eastern Australia agriculture. Angus Taylor was director of the EAA before entering. One sec, I need to fix this audio. This echo is going to kill me. Okay. Okay. Before entering Parliament. But not one of the main beneficiaries of the sale was Chris. One of the main beneficiaries of the sale was Chris Gradell, Taylor's former rowing partner at Oxford University, because this is how they do it. All their buddies and everyone has to get a piece. In 1990 to 1993, the chief investment officer of the Pacific Alliance Group. I'm just going to hold on. Okay. They're all buddies. They're all helping each other out in one weird way or another. So, Angus Taylor's former rowing buddy at Oxford University between 1990 and 1993, Chief Investment Officer of the Pacific Alliance Group, a major investor in the EAA. The company registered in the Cayman Islands, because of course, the Cayman Islands. And there is no public information about the directorship or the ownership of the structure. That's our climate policy, folks. The EA, oh, I've gone way too far down. The EAA wanted to sell water rights for substantially lower fee than the two occasions during the time of the previous Labor government. Both sales were rejected for the profit of the EAA on this $80 million water buyback. end transaction was 52 million. I swear I've got to have a tab open that's creating that. That has to be why. No. Okay. Where was I? Okay. On two occasions during the time, both of these sales were rejected underneath Labour. The profit for the EAA on this $80 million water buyback transaction was 52 million. That's 52 million in profit has gone directly into an entity registered in the Cayman Islands. Just remember, as we're talking about these sorts of scandals, they don't care. The poison grasslands. In 2016, 30 hectares of endangered native grasslands were illegally poisoned on a property owned by Jamland, which Energy Minister Angus Taylor and his brother Richard Taylor have an interest in. That echo is going to kill me. Okay. Well, order. Okay. Is that better? No echo? Okay. Can someone let me know if there's an echo still? Just type in the chat. And I'll ping them when I hear it. Now, even if we're looking at this from one angle, this is just Angus Taylor. You got Barnaby Joyce trying to get a Darnie pushed through because he has a property next to it that he would like approved, which he was supposed to sell during the divorce, which no one knows if he did, to his wife, and make sure she got her fair share. In early 2017, Angus personally intervened in the investigations, met with the Environment Minister at the time, Josh Frydenberg. They don't see anything wrong with doing stuff like this. It's all just a normal day at the office. If we normalise this, that's horrible. Okay. And I don't have much hope for where we're at. Am I still sharing this screen? Probably not. Share screen, which means you couldn't see what I was seeing. Who then announced Josh Frydenberg, who then announced a review of the Commonwealth laws that affected and endangered native grasslands. This stuff can never ever be fixed. Just remember, as you hear them deflecting from this very issue, this area can never be fixed. It is an environmental disaster. So keep all of that in mind as you hear them talking about how great they are for the environment. They're lying. It's embarrassing. So don't expect anything on climate change. But I do have this wonderful video For our next story, we are going to talk about Kevin Rudd's amazing quest into dealing with Murdoch. Now, if this guy wasn't already impressive on every single level, and I miss him as Prime Minister, he is still trying to make everyone aware of how evil the Murdoch Empire is. How amazing is what he does?
Wonders never cease with the Murdoch media. The Australian Press Council has today ruled against Murdoch media, finding that they have lied in an earlier attack on yours truly over the history of the quadrilateral security dialogue. Effectively, what Murdoch did was say that I had unilaterally abolished this important security arrangement. What's the truth? In fact, when my government was elected back in 2007, the Howard government, the Japanese government, the Indian government, and the US government had already decided not to proceed with the Quad. But that didn't stop Murdoch. 2 years ago, they said this Labor Prime Minister, it was he who abolished this institution unilaterally to serve their political narrative to make that claim. Even the giant toothless tiger, the Press Council, has now found against them, just like they found against them recently with another complaint I raised about their racist cartoon against US Vice President Kamala Harris. What do they do in today's papers? Rather than just accept the umpire's verdict, they go out there and attack the Press Council, saying the Press Council has got no right to make determinations on matters of historical fact. What that means is Murdoch argues that only they get to determine historical facts. Not good news for Murdoch. I don't intend to know that. Australian people don't intend to know that. And by the way, other news media outlets have already corrected the record on the matter of Murdoch. It's why we need a Murdoch Royal Commission.
So if you haven't signed the
Prosecutors, that's the
oh,
problem. Why haven't you seen the memo?
Wonders never cease.
I don't know. I don't look at every. I do not get
oh,
every memo that every U.S. attorney.
so that shows clearly the Murdoch Empire had no good intent here. Every time this stuff happens, we end up being worse off for it. I don't know where to go. Kevin Rudd needs this agenda met. We all need to push and sign his petition to get a Murdoch Royal Commission. If we don't, we're in a lot of trouble. And I think it says a lot about our public that the last time he got a petition up, it crashed. And that's how it went down. I'm not even sure if they understand what quite went on. When they're talking about this stuff, they got no business being there. The Murdoch Empire will just deceive you. It's not designed to be honest or a fair player. It just adds to the mess in what already is a very polarizing environment that it has fermented for the last 20 years. Nothing good comes from the Murdoch Empire. All right. Now, the next story I want to lean into is on Christian Porter. Is anyone still here? Up, post a comment, let me know if everyone can still hear and see me. Oh, I did it again. Okay. All right. I don't know if that echo thing is still happening. Um. Okay. I need to stop clicking things that are wrong. Um. Next story I want to talk about is Christian Porter. Now, if he hasn't already got enough issues, um, he's also showing us no respect for the Australian Parliament or anything to do with what the public should know. Now, this is to do with a secret blind trust. I'm not sure if you can see my screen. Can you see? Okay. I think I've worked it out now. Got a good little system going. Okay. Now, this blind trust shouldn't be kept secret. So, you're about to hear that very question being posed. Of course, on notice. Which means that they don't actually have to get back to anyone. They just have to pretend like they are. Um, alright. Why are there two there? That could explain an echoey. Okay. Think I worked out the echoey. Oh, there we go. Are we better? Can we hear me? Oh, this is bad. Hello. I don't know what just happened. One sec. Now it's deciding not to give me audio. I can't hear anything. Okay. Okay. Hello. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's no audio. Um, I'm gonna have to look that up. Mm. Come on, dude. Oh no. Hello. Open. Hello, 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 hello. And seriously. Hello. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Now I think this has really ruined me. I shouldn't have played with it. Okay. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Can anyone actually hear me? I need to actually test with my phone if I'm actually hearable. I want to know if there's anything here that I can actually be heard. It's awful. Is there anything here that I can actually be heard? It's okay. Awful. So this means that you might be able to hear me, but I can't hear anything coming from. Hello. Okay. Mm. It's not going to add me to the stream or the video. None of this has gone right tonight. If you ever try StreamYard and attempt this, I guarantee you it won't be great. Uh, we'll do a webcam test. Okay, here we go. Now the mic cut out as I did that. Okay. Okay. Think that's a good sign. Hello. Hmm. I do want to be seen on camera because that's not how I want to do things. Alright. I think we're gonna have to be okay with how this is behaving as much as I don't want to be. Okay, webcam. I've spent more time trying to make this stuff work than anything else. Okay. So I'm gathering you can't hear or see me. So, is there anything here? You can't hear or see me. So, you can hear me but can't see me. So, was there anything here? You can't hear or see me. So, great. Alright, suppose we can deal with the rest off camera. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. All right, we're back to where we were. Okay, okay. I think we're done with that. Hello. This is terrible. Hello. These should work automatically. Oh, so we'll try and get audio back. It's not even trying. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I don't think that's working. Oh, damn. I need to not touch things. That's part of the issue. Okay, we'll do a StreamYard tester. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we'll do the microphone one. Hello, hello, hello. Yep, that's a sign that's. Yep, that's a sign. Okay, default communications. Hello, hello, hello. We'll do the playback. Yep. Okay, so now we have audio. So we're good. Okay. In the last few minutes, let's just get to this. Share the screen. Okay. So there's one last story I want to talk about, and it's something not real classy, but it happened. So we know that the attacks on Dean Andrews are full on. Every week we hear something new. It's not even as if they hide it anymore. How much contempt that they've got for the Australian people. So, Tim Smith, the opposition leader, had a little incident. Well, you'd ask what kind of incident? Not a great one. He had a drink driving accident, twice over the limit. The member for Kew resigned as shadow attorney general on Sunday afternoon. I don't. Oh, I need that. I needed that testing to be up clearly because it's not. Okay. Unmute the mic. Okay. Now are we back to hearing me? Probably not. Oh, this is okay. And I can't pull up the chat that I've had with her before. The audio. Okay, guys, I think this is going to be it for me tonight because I don't think they're really going to let me do what I want to do. Test. Okay. Testing the speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like. How'd that go? Is it working? Can you hear me? That would be nice if you could. Would be nice. Okay. Let's test if that's hearable. Because I've got a feeling it isn't, and it's not. And I'll allow it. That's hearable. Okay, so it looks like you can hear me. So, okay. Yep. Okay. All right. So now I want to talk. I think we're going to have to talk about the rest of it next week. So Tim Smith got done with a DUI. Don't think it's been a great moment for Tim Smith. He's going to have to be accountable for all that he's done. He had to resign, and this is after everything that we know his attack teenagers on. His career is in tatters, and it should never have ever been like this. I'm not even sure if it's fixable. He ran around and pretended like this was the thing to do. He even made comments about other people, doing very similar things and, so that they shouldn't be in their positions and whatever else. But do remember, this is the same guy who has 14 injuries on everything. So it's good to see his career ending the way that it started, in one, crappy pile of awfulness. See me next week. Hopefully there'll be a more streamlined system about doing this and I won't accidentally click everything along my way. I've enjoyed this and hopefully next week it'll all work better. I might be able to do something midweek. Thank you so much for a lovely evening and